There's something nobody tells you about respect. It's not given to the nicest person. It's not earned by begging. And it's definitely not something you get by trying to impress people. In fact, the more you chase respect, the more it runs away from you. And here's something you need to hear clearly. The worst thing you can ever do is ask people to respect you. It will almost never happen, because the moment you ask for respect, you've already placed yourself below it. And some of you are doing this without even realizing it. Over-explaining yourself, trying too hard to be understood, talking too much just to prove a point, not knowing you're slowly lowering your own value in real time. Sometimes you have to be willing to disappoint people to earn their respect. So here are 10 things you should start doing if you want to instantly earn respect from anyone. 1. Stop trying to please everyone. Trying to please everyone is the fastest way to lose respect, because in the process of trying to make everyone happy, you will compromise on too many things: your standards, your boundaries, your voice. And the moment people sense that you need to be liked, they stop respecting you. You become predictable, you become easy to bend, and once that happens, people stop asking, they start expecting, and that's when respect disappears. And here's something deeper most people don't notice. The more you try to keep peace externally, the more you create frustration internally. You'll start replaying conversations in your head, thinking about what you should have said, wishing you handled it differently. And over time, that builds quiet resentment, not just towards others, but towards yourself. Because deep down, you know you're not showing up as who you really are, and people can feel that inconsistency. So instead of trying to be liked in every moment, start asking yourself one question: am I respecting myself right now? Because the moment you choose that, you stop negotiating your value. 2. Build self-respect first. If you don't respect yourself, no one else will. And this shows in small moments. When you stay silent when you shouldn't, when you allow interruptions, when you ignore your own limits, you're training people how to treat you. Respect begins the moment you stop allowing everything. And here's the deeper layer most people miss. Self-respect is not a feeling. It's a pattern. It's how you show up when it's inconvenient. It's whether you calmly correct someone who cuts you off, or you let it slide just to avoid tension. It's whether you protect your time, or you keep saying it's fine when it's not. In daily life, it looks like this. You say you're busy, but you still entertain distractions. You set a boundary, but you keep making exceptions. You say something matters, but your actions don't reflect it. People notice the gap. They may not say it, but they adjust how they treat you. So stop trying to be understood in every moment and start being consistent with yourself. Because when your actions match your standards, people don't question you, they adjust to you. 3. Be selective with people. Not everyone deserves access to you. When you give your time, attention, and energy too freely, people stop valuing it. But when you become selective, when you protect your time, when you focus on what matters, people start approaching you differently. Because now, there's value attached to your presence. And here's how it shows up in real life. If you're always available, people come to you with anything. Not because it matters, but because they know you won't say no. Your attention becomes cheap. But when you become intentional, when you delay responses, when you say not now, when you choose when to engage, you create structure, and structure creates respect. Also understand this: who you spend time with shapes how people perceive you. If you're always around people who lack focus, who joke about everything, who don't take anything seriously, that energy starts attaching to you. But when you align with people who are focused, who are disciplined, who respect themselves, it reflects on you immediately. Because respect is not just individual, it's also environmental. 4. Become valuable. This is where most people miss it. If you are not valuable, you will not be respected. Simple. Think about anyone you respect deeply. There is something about them. They're skilled, they're disciplined, they've built something, they've mastered something, they're not ordinary, and that's why you respect them. Respect is not just about attitude, it's about substance. If you're excellent at what you do, people naturally treat you differently. They listen more. They interrupt less. They take your words seriously. So don't just try to look confident. Become someone worth respecting. And here's the part most people avoid. People don't respect potential. They respect proof. In real life, The person who delivers consistently doesn't need to argue for recognition. The person who solves problems doesn't need to explain their value. The person who is reliable doesn't need to demand respect, because their results already speak. So instead of waiting to be noticed, start building something undeniable: skill, results, discipline. Because once those are visible, respect follows naturally. Point 5. Keep your word to yourself. Every time you break a promise to yourself, you weaken your identity, and over time, you stop trusting yourself. And when you don't trust yourself, people feel it. But when you become consistent, when you do what you say, even in small things, you build something powerful: certainty, and people respect certainty. Here's the deeper truth. Self-respect is built in private, but revealed in public. The discipline you practice when no one is watching shows up in how you speak, how you decide, and how you carry yourself. In daily life, you say you'll do something, and you do it. You commit, and you follow through. You set a line, and you don't move it. Those small actions compound, and over time, you stop hesitating. You stop second-guessing yourself. You stop needing validation, because you've already proven something to yourself. And when that internal certainty is strong, people don't challenge you easily, because they can feel it. This person means what they say. Point 6. Stop over-talking and control your presence. A lot of people lose respect, not in big moments, but in small, careless behaviors. Talking too much, explaining too much, trying to fill every silence, trying to prove every point. It makes you look unsure. Because when someone is truly confident, they don't feel the need to say everything. They choose what matters. They speak less, but when they speak, it carries weight. Think about it. The person who talks nonstop gets ignored, but the person who speaks calmly, briefly, and intentionally gets attention immediately, because people are listening more carefully. But here's another layer. Over-talking often comes from pressure. The pressure to be understood, the pressure to be accepted, the pressure to not look foolish. So you keep explaining, even when it's not needed. And the more you explain, the less convincing you become. Because confidence doesn't rush. Confidence is comfortable with silence. So the next time you feel the urge to keep talking, pause. Say less than you normally would. And watch how people lean in more. Because now, you're not chasing attention. You're controlling it. Let your words carry weight, not just volume. Point 7. Stop over-laughing and seeking approval. This one is subtle, but powerful. When you laugh at everything, when you joke too much, when you try too hard to fit in, you lose presence. Because it signals something. You want approval, and people can feel that. Now, this doesn't mean you should become cold or serious all the time. But there's a difference between being relaxed and trying too hard to be liked. People who are respected don't laugh just to fit in. They don't react to everything. They don't try to be accepted in every moment. And because of that, their reactions feel real. Their presence feels grounded, and people take them more seriously. And here's where it shows up in daily life. Someone makes a disrespectful joke, and instead of checking it, you laugh along. In that moment, you just approve the disrespect. Now it becomes normal. Now it repeats. Respect is lost in those small reactions. So instead of reacting automatically, start choosing your reactions. If something isn't funny, you don't have to laugh. If something crosses a line, you don't have to entertain it. Your reactions teach people how far they can go with you. Point 8. Focus on what concerns you. Respect grows when you stay in your lane. A lot of people lose respect because they are everywhere, in every conversation, in every issue, in every situation, giving opinions nobody asked for, getting involved in things that don't concern them. And over time, people stop taking them seriously because they lack direction. But when you become focused, when you mind your business, when you put your energy into your growth, something changes. You become sharper, more intentional, more grounded, and people start seeing you differently. Because now, you're not scattered, you're focused. And here's something deeper. When you involve yourself in everything, people stop seeing you as someone with purpose. You become background noise. But when you are selective, when you speak only when it matters, when you show up where it aligns, you gain presence. Because now, there's direction behind your actions, and direction commands respect. Point 9. Use actions, not words. You cannot talk people into respecting you. It doesn't work. You can explain all day, defend yourself, try to prove your worth. But if your actions don't match, it means nothing. Respect comes from what you do. When someone crosses a line and nothing happens, it continues. But when your behavior changes, they feel it. When you reduce access, when you stop engaging, when you walk away instead of arguing, that sends a stronger message than words ever could, because now there are consequences. And people respect consequences. And here's where most people get it wrong. They warn people, but never follow through. I don't like that. I won't tolerate this. But nothing changes. And after a while, your words lose value. So instead of repeating yourself, change your behavior, because one silent action is stronger than 10 loud explanations. Point 10. Master your emotions and know when to walk away. The more emotionally reactive you are, the less powerful you appear. Anyone can react, anyone can get angry, anyone can argue. But control, that's rare, and people respect what is rare. When you stay calm under pressure, when you don't react immediately, when you choose your response instead of being controlled by your emotions, people notice. They slow down around you. They think before speaking. They stop testing you casually. And sometimes, the most powerful move is not to respond at all. It's to walk away, not out of anger, but out of clarity. Because you understand something most people don't. Not every situation deserves your energy. And the moment you start walking away from what doesn't respect you, people start respecting you more. And here's something real. Some people only understand absence. Not words, not explanations, only absence. So when you remove your time, your attention, your presence, they finally feel it. And that's when the dynamic changes. Because now, you're no longer available to be disrespected. There's one more level to this: detachment. When you are too emotionally invested in how people treat you, you become easy to control, because now your reactions can be triggered. But when you create distance internally, when you stop taking everything personally, you become harder to move, and that changes how people deal with you. Also understand, not every disrespect needs a confrontation. Some situations don't need correction. They need distance, because not everyone deserves access to your energy in the first place. And when you start choosing where your energy goes, you stop reacting to everything. You stop explaining yourself. You stop trying to fix people, and you start moving with clarity. And that's when respect becomes natural, because now you're not trying to control others. You're controlling yourself. Respect is not about being liked. It's not about pleasing people. It's not about explaining yourself until people understand you. And it's definitely not about asking for validation. Respect is built quietly, consistently, and most of the time without words. It's built in the way you carry yourself, in the way you respond, in the things you tolerate, and more importantly, in the things you refuse to tolerate. Because at the end of the day, people don't treat you based on what you say you deserve. They treat you based on what you allow. And that's the truth most people try to avoid. If people constantly cross your boundaries, ignore your voice, or take you lightly, it's not random, it's a pattern. And patterns are created by repeated behavior, which means it can be changed. But it starts with you, not them. You don't need to chase respect. You don't need to convince people to see your worth. You don't need to prove yourself in every room. What you need is to become someone who doesn't negotiate their standards. Someone who is clear, grounded, and consistent. Because when you reach that point, something shifts. You speak less, but people listen more. You explain less, but people understand more. You react less, but people take you more seriously. And the same people who once overlooked you start adjusting their behavior. Not because you forced them to, but because they can feel the difference. And here's the final truth. The moment you stop tolerating disrespect is the moment respect begins. So if there's anything you take from this, let it be this: you don't get the respect you ask for, you get the respect you enforce. And once you understand that, everything changes.